25 episodes. It's time to celebrate. Because I don't know if that's an anniversary or a celebration or an annual or a weekly or a yearly or something to do with a celebration. Happy birthday. 25.
Yay!
We can.
It's a milestone.
Milestones. This podcast can now go rent a car.
Nice.
Which is a weird age to gate that to, you know?
I think it has to do with insurance, but yeah, 25 is a weird choice.
You can go die for your country, smoke some cigarettes, drink booze, vote, buy porn, but you can't rent a car for like another few years. Until now.
Good job, podcast. You can go rent a car now.
Just print off the webpage at seasonalanimeCheckup.com/seasonalanimeCheckup OVA. There's probably some dashes in there. And just hand it to your local rent-a-car salesman, and they'll totally know what to do.
They'll thank you.
They'll thank you. You'll get like 10% off.
Yeah. You won't.
We didn't say any brands, so we're not going to get in trouble for that. So that's fine.
Okay.
No false sponsorships here.
Nope.
Anyways, hello. Welcome to the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA episode number 25.
25!
I'm Jared, joined as always by the most tired co-host in the galaxy, the queen of sleep, the queen of potatoes, the queen of co-hosting, Miss Ladyem.
Hello! It's me.
Somehow barely awake.
I am barely holding it together right now.
Barely holding it together.
Exhausted.
Because you got a good adult job.
Temporarily.
Temp job.
But I have to put on my big girl pants and like get up every day. You literally, yeah. Like I haven't worn jeans in several days. I don't know what the heck is happening with my life.
But I mean, that's not a bad thing. I don't like wearing jeans.
I love wearing jeans, but the more that I have to wear pants, the more unhappy I am usually. So
true.
Jeans are comfy, man. They're more comfy than like slacks, which is what I've been wearing because I have to be fancy, business
I guess it
casual.
depends. My jeans they kind of like just like stab me in like the right under the gut, and it hurts.
Well, then you need a different size.
But that costs money. It's either like they do that or like they just like want to fall off, and it's like there's no in between. I'm just like, jeans, you're stupid. You're stupid, jeans.
I like jeans and I like sleep pants, and that's pretty much
sleep
all
pants
I
are
A+.
Chef's kiss.
I wish I could wear those to work, but I think they would frown upon that.
I mean,
you know what I should wear? I should wear a clamp spacesuit to work.
You should.
Yeah. Make my legs 3 feet longer than they actually are.
Make your arms a foot shorter than they are.
I mean, no, I was going to say you can keep everything else like the same. Just give me super long legs because I'm already pretty squat as it is since I'm a shorty. Yeah.
God. There is a joke to that. There's a clamp spacesuit. Like legitimately.
I did start my internship at Smithsonian at the Air and Space Museum. And so that's why I'm sleepy. But also I've been looking at spacesuits. And there is one that is a clamp style with very, very long legs and very short arms.
It's real dumb.
/ amazing.
Yes, also that. What was the other thing you showed me? Oh, the weird like bomb that said Japanese baka bomb.
Baka bomb.
Which, all right. And then the plane that was called the Albatross Diva. Which I'm waiting for Blizzard to make that skin.
The baka bomb was a kamikaze dealio, so that makes it even worse.
Yikes.
Yeah. So basically I'm coming up with some great things, and I've only been there since Tuesday. So it's a cool job, but I'm tired. So
Which is what you don't want.
No, I don't ever want to be tired. I want to be well rested and
But that never happens either, so.
No, it's impossible for me to become well rested. Somebody help me become well rested.
Anyways,
Anyways,
welcome to this podcast where we just talk about, clamp spacesuits and weird things you find at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum Institute of Technology.
okay, so let's be fair. I'm talking about Clamp, and Clamp is a conversation about
Yeah, no. I'm not.
anime and manga.
Yeah. You're totally 100% right. I was not trying to derail you or anything like that.
All right. But we do have an actual topic today.
We do have a topic today.
We do.
In celebration of our 25th episode, why don't we go back to our first episode and talk about something we mentioned in that first episode that we were going to do an episode about?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't sound totally confusing or anything.
No, bring it all the way around, man. Bring it around.
Around town.
And then we're quoting SpongeBob.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the original Danganronpa anime, Danganronpa the Animation.
We are.
Which was the predecessor to Danganronpa 3, which we talked about in episode 1, which you go listen to right now, or wait till after we finish this episode, then you go listen to it.
Probably wait until we finish this episode. But you should still listen to it.
You should listen to both. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Like, go out and mow the lawn, do the dishes, that stuff. I can't do that.
Sorry, speaking of parenting, I just got attacked by an orange cat. He just came up behind the couch and slapped me in the back of the head.
It's like, what are you doing?
So yeah, Danganronpa.
Dangle Grandpa.
Dangle Grandpa. He's 25. He's a 25-year-old grandpa.
Yep. That 25-year-old anime. It's like a fine wine.
I guess we should probably mention straight up that this anime has a pretty bad reputation.
Yes. And
go ahead.
I was going to say, I kind of at first did contribute to that bad reputation.
You sure did.
Which I think, to be fair, watching it in 2013 when it first aired, it didn't leave the best impression. It kind of felt rushed at points. It was very straightforward, and basically was just hitting all the main storyline beats. You basically don't get any of the free time aspects of the game or anything like that.
That would have been so boring.
You were 100% right on that. It would have been unless they just peppered it in here and there in the episodes, but it is a 13 episode run, so they didn't really have much time to kind of devote to that sort of aspects of the game. They kind of had to hit all of the plot points pretty much quickly and efficiently, which that could have been debated back then.
Right. Well, because I'm thinking more along the lines of how the Persona, Persona 3 anime and Persona 4 and Golden handled the social elements, and a lot of it got left out, and
which should be noted. Sorry, I was just gonna say it should be noted that the director of this anime was the same person who did the original Persona 4 anime as well.
Well, snap! I did not know that. But I stand by for both Persona and for Danganronpa that kind of social element would not translate as well, because you would, in terms of telling a story, it would have been oh, okay, we're finding out little tidbits of this person's backstory just by hanging out with them, and then the rest of it's just all right, we went swimming, yay. So I feel it would have gotten really, really boring. And while those parts are really cool in the games, it's not the focus. It's not the big part of the story.
Right.
When it comes to Danganronpa anyway. Persona could be argued, but Danganronpa, at least, the actual story is what's super important here.
Mm-hmm.
And they hit that. I know that one of the other critiques is that they don't do any of the super duper investigation modes. They don't really go in depth on that. But again, that's something that is a point and click style thing. They hit the major notes of it and then they move on.
Right. It's not really something that would translate well to animation, particularly because like people are going to go at that in their own different paces, and it's kind of something that the Ace Attorney anime, with all of its faults, had
Oh,
also kind of struggled with as well.
yeah. I just feel like, if we spent an entire episode of Naegi trying to investigate a murder instead of actually like trying to figure out what happened, like
He's
in the, ugh,
he's just like sitting there trying to figure out for 20 minutes, like, what's the one thing I need to figure out before I can move on?
right, right. Like I feel like it just wouldn't contribute as much to the story as people think that it would, because the point of it in the game is to help you figure out the trials.
Right.
And they kind of lead you through that in the anime. So it kind of loses its significance to an extent. And they still hit the major points. Like, you're not going to lose out on every single bit of it, because otherwise nobody would ever solve the mysteries. But
Right.
I actually have a much more positive perspective on this anime than a lot of people do.
You do.
Um,
I was gonna say briefly though as well.
Go
The
ahead.
director on this also worked on Golden, the Persona
Okay.
4 anime, which that has a litany of problems as well that we'll probably eventually get to.
Yep.
He also did the Danganronpa 3 anime, which I think did a better job of like pacing and all that sort of stuff in terms of story, even though that thing was kind of a mess doing two shows at once.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like considering what they had to work with the three anime, it did fine. It
Yeah.
it wasn't awful, awful, but um,
And then was also a supervisor on the Persona 3 movies.
oh, okay.
Did the directing for the Danganronpa Another Episode anime bits in that game. And I guess also is the director for the basic shoujo anime I'm watching this season, which is a
Nice.
complete different genre in and of itself.
My God. I just think that a lot of times, from what I see when a game is turned into an anime, people expect it to be like word for word the same thing and don't
Right,
understand
yeah.
that that would be super, super boring. Um, because it's a different medium.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
they just function differently. The whole like aspect of a game is to be interactive and have you play the role of whatever character what is being controlled, in this case Naegi.
Mhm.
And you don't have that as much in the anime. You're an outside looking on to the story. You don't have control over what's happening. You're not expected to contribute.
Yeah, it's just basically you're getting the story for the story's sake.
Correct.
And that's
Um,
it.
you could even think of this as like an abridged series version of the game.
Sure, yeah.
Actually, that's probably a good way to think of it, because you're getting like the highlights of the story without having to play the game.
hmm
Um,
Which is basically kind of what Persona 4, the anime, did, which was like, that's an 80 to 100 hour game that you're reducing down to like 24 to 25 episodes, which is a daunting task in and of itself.
yep.
And they basically kind of try and do the same thing where they like hit a bunch of the story beats and do sprinkle in like some of those social elements. Like there's a few filler episodes here and there where like it's like, oh, here's an episode devoted to basically social links and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And also, but I think as well that show kind of benefited from the longer season, because
Yeah.
that back half of that show is immensely better than the first half of that show.
I I have thoughts on
But mostly, I
Persona
think
4
because of
and
that dub. But that's just me.
I mean, do you want to talk about dub? Do you want to talk about dub on Danganronpa?
Let's get to that in a second.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. I was going to talk about how I initially watched the show, which was, I think I watched like the first two episodes of it when it was originally first airing in 2013, and then I stopped to play the game because I didn't want to get spoiled for everything before I played the game. So basically, I think I saw Junko, quote unquote, die and Sayaka die, and I was like, I should probably turn this off and play the game now, because that was around the same time when the initial fan translation of the PSP game came out.
Oh,
So I decided to play that, and then I went back and watched the rest of it, and I think that's kind of like how it kind of soured the taste of my mouth, because I did like marathon through it, and it was very quick. It was very like beat to beat to beat to beat to beat, and there was like also I think just like some weird quirky animation errors here and there in the initial broadcast as well, which kind of did hamper the experience a little bit. But I did come out of it kind of feeling like there was a bad taste in my mouth to it. Like, it wasn't terrible per se, but it's just like coming off of playing the game, it wasn't what I was necessarily expecting, I guess, per se.
But I mean, I watched it pretty much after I played it, right?
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember how I functioned.
I think it was after you played through 1 and 2.
1 and 2. I know it was somewhat like close to me playing it that I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this, and you're like, no, don't watch that. And then I did anyway because I'm a rebel.
Rebel without a cause.
Yeah.
I think as well though that like the Japanese dub does play it a little bit more seriously, which is not to say like the English dub's like playing fast and loose and it's all goofy and everything. Like, I just think like the English dub has a lot more fun with that script.
But it's the same way with 3. They did the same thing, and that they kind of had more fun with the dub.
100% agree with that. Like, but I think like you don't get that like same concept of fun with the original dub that you do with the English one per se, because it's very much very straight to the point. Here's what's happening, and it's just like kind of like we've been talking about. It's a retelling of the game.
Yeah,
and that's kind of it.
And I mean, by not going with a somewhat goofy side, you miss some of the greatness, such as like ass face.
God, which is that's what makes that anime, or that's what makes that dub.
I mean, there's other elements.
I mean, yeah, but like, you want to talk about like top 5
line.
moments? Yeah, that's it right in a nutshell. It's just like, God.
I also really, really like the moment where Byakuya is like, search through everything, every detail, and then you see like Nagi lifting up a sheet, and then like Genocider like comes out from behind a curtain, is like, yeah.
It's so dumb.
It's so good. It's so good. I remember when I first was going to watch this, your first like comments about the show to me were about the opening and the closing, but you were like really careful about what you sent me because you didn't want me to get spoiled on stuff.
Right.
So it must have been before I played the game.
No, that can't be it.
But then I would have known that she was gonna die.
You would have had to have played the game first.
Maybe I played the game and you had sent me this stuff before I
that could, yeah, that probably is it.
Maybe. But anyway,
that ending does get very spoilery near the end.
It does. It gets super spoilery. But you're right. The opening and the closing of it are both wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, the opening, you get sexy dancing Monokuma in it.
I was gonna say, I will never forgive them for giving you the fire of sexy dancing Monokuma, because you sometimes send me that. It's like, nope, no.
What are you talking about? I never send you that.
Lies and slander.
I was like, for some reason, like that, like really, like freaked you out or like made you mad or something. It's like,
it's creepy.
Yeah. So like, I was like, I wonder if I could just find a GIF of that and just download it to my phone just to have, for safekeeping. And
it's really, really creepy. Ugh.
It's fairly easy to find that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you Junko analyzing stuff with her weird eyeballs.
Speaking of real dumb GIFs, that's one in a nutshell.
Oh yeah.
But like also like those songs are very good as well, which I think really
they're wonderful.
Definitely is a benefit.
And they still ended up keeping a lot of the like musical, what's the word I'm looking for? Integrity of the game intact.
Right, yeah.
Like the twist you get is still there. You still have New World Order going on. You're like, oh, This is good. I like
Yeah.
where this is going.
And yeah, so
So that
they basically they kind of just like reuse a lot of the game's songs essentially. So like the trial songs, the investigation songs, New World Order's there.
you.
I was waiting
Why
to see
would you do that in the middle of the podcast?
because you wouldn't expect it.
Oh,
For clarity, since obviously this is an audio podcast, I sent her a gif of dancing sexy Monokuma
why would you ever do that to me?
because it's funny.
Ugh. Ugh.
So music, huh, man, it's real good.
Music is good. Wait, am I the one talking about music again?
Yeah, of course you are.
Dang it.
Well, I think I
Oh,
kind of set you up for it
you
inadvertently,
did.
but
But I did also mention that I like the opening. I like the openings and the closing of the anime a whole lot. The songs are really good. Although there's a weird French part in the opening that I've yet to figure out what they're saying.
French stuff.
Oui baguette.
Yes, baguette.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I think
Actually,
you
no.
sent me like or we looked up a translation of it at one point.
Did we?
I feel like we did.
I don't remember. Anyway, the song's great. And the opening is fine except for the sexy dancing Monokuma, and the closing I really like. It's very clever, and it's got all the like pixelated versions of the characters.
Yeah, which is real cool. Like I love
It's
how they
super cool.
kept that aesthetic to it.
I love it. And even like the closing of it, like when you're listening to what is going on in the song, it kind of it fits. It seems very like Monokuma.
Right.
I mean, for one, he's even singing "Oopoo."
And just like the way like they even incorporate like the picture that the ending is kind of like zooming out of keeps like filling up after like each episode, after each death and all that stuff. So it's just like little touches like that that are really good. Which
It's
I mean,
really clever.
that has nothing to do with the dub, but that's still something that is actually very positive about that show, regardless of whether you watch it with Japanese or English.
I mean, honestly, though, if I'm going to make a recommendation, which I'm sure nobody's surprised by this, I would 100% tell people to watch the dub.
What? But
Yeah.
But subs are my favorite thing to watch.
Welp,
Subs
Jimmy,
are superior to dubs.
guess what? You're getting the inferior version because you don't get the word face.
That's 100%.
But also, like you were saying, there's a lot more of the humor in the dub, and I feel like that's kind of necessary in a story like this. You need some kind of edge to take off like these children are killing each other.
Which the game itself has like humorous bits to it.
Oh, it's super funny. I
Yeah.
mean, besides the whole like hot pink murder bloodbath everywhere.
But I mean, like
Um,
chopping up that story and the way it is, like you're going to lose some of that humor.
Oh, absolutely. And especially like you were saying, like there's not the free time events, and sometimes like you get really funny stuff, especially like Hagakure's is really, really funny.
Yeah.
But you're not getting that. So you do miss a lot of the humor in a version like this, but with the dub you're getting some of that back, and I appreciate that because I can only take so much grim dark before I feel really upset and I can't watch it anymore.
Right. And I think like some coming out of like knowing the Japanese dub of that game specifically, because I played through the fan translation first, and that was mostly how I kind of knew that game.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really bother with the first the game English dub for the most part because I was a jerk.
Until I made you.
And it's fine. Like I still think the Funimation dub's a lot better, but like I think aesthetically, like them using like the surnames instead of like their first names for like everyone, like that kind of initially helped me kind of get over that barrier of like trying to watch that dub. Because I was like, oh well, like I'm very much familiar with like all these characters' last names. Like that's how I kind of know these characters, and like this dub kind of like just doing that instead of like the usual like, oh, we're gonna just say their first names and all that stuff, because that's how you would localize it for English speaking audiences. Like it was kind of like a warm, welcoming feeling. Like, oh, it's still home. Nothing's changed. It's just the language has changed.
Oh my god.
But also, like, it was kind of controversial at the time when they decided to dub this game, was because they basically recast everyone.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were kind of upset about that.
I think Pappenbrook's like the only one that survived.
He is, yeah. And we listened to the director's commentary for like the first episode,
Yeah, we
and
did.
the way they describe how they got Pappenbrook was basically just like sheer luck as well. Like, it wasn't just like, oh well, he's the main character, so we're gonna just bring him on over. It was like, oh, he's doing Attack on Titan voiceovers right now. We should probably ask him to do the voice of Naegi, because it would be kind of rude if we didn't. So, and that's basically just how it happened.
It should also be mentioned that Hagekure's voice actor was the director of the dub. So,
And God, sometimes it can be very sketchy when you do like a dub and you kind of like change a character's voice to make them characterize in a different way. But making Hagakure a like somewhat stoner surfer dude, perfect.
it's my favorite choice. I think that like Stoner Surfer Hagakure is the best thing in the entire universe. Like, he's so good that way.
Like,
I love it.
man.
But actually, we should talk a little bit about the commentary because it was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Especially in regards, I know that we were texting about it, like when they were talking about getting the voice of Sakura.
Yeah.
And they were saying that they didn't specifically put out like a gender for the voice, that they weren't saying like this has to be a woman or this has to be a guy that's voicing Sakura. And I thought that was fascinating, but that he felt like it was doing a disservice to not give her a female voice.
Right.
Which is really rad, because I think that's one thing that, you see through the game is that Sakura is very tough, and she has, the dojo behind her and all, and everybody confuses her as a guy, but she does very much like appeal to her feminine side a lot, and especially with her friendship with Asahina and everything. So I feel like it would have been a big disservice to her to kind of play her off as like a joke character, or like a character that's like, oh, I'm so gruff and manly and da 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 da. Like, she does have that gruff voice, but she's very clearly a girl.
And like, there would have been such a backlash against if like they had a male or like a guy voice her character.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I mean, there's still discourse about, Chihiro's gender.
Oh, I know there
to
is.
this day. So like,
I know there is. Like, it's made very, very clear what the gender is, but
So like, I imagine like if they had decided to like go the opposite route with Sakura's voice, like it would just been a complete another spiral of discourse everywhere. So like they made the right call of choosing the voice they did. But like even then, like the voice is still very good.
It's very, very good. But I did appreciate his insight on to his like casting decision on that, and I felt, listening to him talk about his casting, that he did actually have some kind of like appreciation for these characters.
Yeah.
Which you might not necessarily have if you're like a voiceover director. You're like, oh, I have to fill these roles. But I felt like he actually cared. So that was kind of rad.
It's just, it also kind of just like gave a good insight just to how
the system works.
Especially for America per se, because a lot of it is like, it's one person in a booth for a set amount of time, and that's it. Like, you're not interacting with the other actors at all. It's just like you're doing your lines. Maybe you'll have like a little bit of like the other person's lines to play off of, but it's pretty much just you in there. Which compared to like I think in Japan, they pretty much have everyone all together and doing their lines, which is a little bit different. But like they also I think said in there the like. I think it was Sayaka's voice actress, that they were like, oh, she was just here for a wedding, so we just pulled her in and let her do this character.
Yeah, it was so funny that they were saying it was either Sayaka or it might have been Sakura.
It was someone. I
It was
can't remember
somebody. It was one
specifically.
of
Yeah.
the girl characters that they were saying that she was there for a wedding. They're just like, we'll just get you to come in and do the lines, and that was really interesting. It wasn't something I was expecting at all.
It was Sakura.
Was it Sakura?
Yeah.
Nice. Um, yeah, because Sayaka, they were saying that it was surprising that she didn't have many lines.
Right. Yeah. Because her voice actress was like a prominent voice actress under that director. And it's like, oh nope, she dies first.
Yep.
Peace out.
Also, the girl who voiced Asahina has like the most adorable laugh in the entire. Like, I was somewhat falling in love with her just by her laugh in that commentary, and then I was sad when it was over and there's no more of it. They only had episode 1. I'm like, no.
I know. Then like, oh yeah, we're gonna do another one of these, and it's like, no, it's not there.
It didn't happen. But she has the cutest laugh in the entire universe. Holy crap.
It was especially a bummer because like I wanted to hear because they said they were gonna talk to the voice of Monokuma.
Yeah.
And I would have wanted to hear like just like, you know, the thought process of voicing that character, and especially just like trying to make it different from like the game dub, especially, which even playing through both of those games in the English dub, like I still don't like that voice in the game.
I think it's fine.
Like I infinitely prefer the anime dub over the game dub. But that's just personal preference.
Makes sense. And it was another thing in the commentary that he was saying that he had gone through several like auditions for it, and then like when he heard this guy do it, he's like, yeah, he got it. That's it. So that was kind of cool too.
Because like that role, you basically are like, you have to have like a lot of range for that role, especially just because like the weird characterizations you're gonna do with that character.
Well, and there's no facial expressions.
Yeah, which they were basically talking about, like, oh, you can just talk forever.
Yeah,
you don't have to do lip sync or anything like that.
You don't have to do the flaps. You don't have to wear the flaps.
Which is something like you don't really think about when like you're thinking of like, you know, dubs and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's totally true. Go back and watch like any anime dub from like the 90s, and it's like a nightmare.
It is. So they were saying that they were jealous because he didn't have to worry about the mouth flaps, but it also makes it difficult, in my opinion, because you don't have as much like human emotion with the facial expressions to go off of. You just kind of have to make it your own.
But I mean, yeah, that could also just be another way to be fun with it too.
That's true. It totally could.
Mm-hmm.
You can go whatever direction you want, because you know, if your character has a facial expression and it's sad, you can't really make it sound super duper happy. That would be really, really confusing.
True.
With Monokuma, who freaking knows how he's delivering this line? He's delivering it how I want to deliver it because I'm the freaking voice actor.
Bingo.
I mean,
Bingo,
not
bango.
Me. I would.
You're the voice actress of Monokuma.
I would voice them.
Congratulations. Congratulations on your role.
Yay, I'm the best. Is there anything else I want to talk about the dub? I can't remember. I did want to mention that
everyone's voice is great.
Oh, 100%. The voices are phenomenal.
Like we talked about in the Danganronpa retrospective, where like I had a problem with Junko at the end of the game, and one specifically.
Yeah.
Where like I didn't think like a lot of her voices were like differentiating from each other, which they do. Like that does change in 2. Like I think Aaron Fitzgerald does a better job in 2 of portraying Junko, but I think like the anime dub of Junko also is like just does a really good job of like making each of like those different personalities different and giving them characterizations in like the short period of time she has to get all of those across.
Is she the same voice actress that did the Kamakura Yes Queen?
Yeah, I would assume. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I love her immediately.
Kamakura, yes, queen.
It's like my favorite line in the entire universe.
It's so good.
Oh, I snorted. You should edit that out.
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, Kamakura, yes, queen is like the best thing. But actually, I mean, I know that I tend to gravitate more towards dubs than like your average bear.
What?
Yeah. What and I know that I mentioned in the Danganronpa 3 episode that I really did enjoy the English dub, and that still stands. I've actually finished it at this point because I had not at that and they had not all come out when we did that episode.
Right.
But now I've watched it all and I still stand by it. Even with weird Kamakura, yes, queen, and
So
even
dumb.
with the memes and all, like,
The final line goof.
okay, no, that was not okay. That was not okay at
That was
all.
just Funimation really messing up and uploading something
Yeah,
they shouldn't have.
they dropped the ball. So besides that error, it was a really good dub, and I feel the same way about this one. They handled all the characters extremely well, and you got great personalities off of them, even though it's only 13 episodes, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, extremely hard to do because that's such a short amount of time for 13 24-minute episodes.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, so many of them die, and that you
Mm-hmm.
still feel some form of attachment and understanding of who they were. And so I think that's huge positive towards the dub team. Like I didn't watch the subtitle. You have.
Yeah.
But I've seen some of the differences like online without actually like watching the full thing. But based on Danganronpa 3's dub versus the sub, I think if I were to go back and watch 3 again, I'd watch the dub again.
I would completely agree with you on that.
And I feel like, well, I did watch the first episode of this dubbed again recently because we bought it on Blu-ray when it was on sale.
Yay!
And I mean, I don't know. I feel like they did a really good job with it. I still have issues with some of the art. I feel like it's not the best animated thing in the world.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. Like, it has basically the same problems that, like the Persona 4 anime did. And just like a lot of game adaptations have, where it's just like, it's not necessarily like the most beautiful looking art. And like, obviously, for the Blu-rays, they will fix a lot of like the animation errors and problems that like it will have on like TV, because like they'll have more time to kind of go back and fix all those problems compared to like when it's airing and it's like deadline, just to try and even get it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you said, like there's still some issues here and there with like the way the art looks and just animation in general in that show.
I mean, it's not Phoenix Wright level bad,
Whew.
but I don't think anything
Thankfully.
is bad. And also you see like Nagi butt,
Yeah.
like, all right, there's a kid's butt.
Gotta show an egg butt.
I mean, all right.
They're trying to give, the ladies some fan service after like they have that Asahina moment where she thinks about wanting to eat donuts, which still isn't great.
No, I love Asahina and she deserves better. And I don't know. I'm all about giving me some fan service, but I'm also all about giving me some fan service. It's not like a 17-year-old boy.
Right.
Well, I guess he's not 17 at that point. He's what, 19?
I don't think he's that old.
Oh, well, whoop.
Because he's like they're still high school students. Well, I guess he is. There are 2 years older, so maybe maybe you're right.
I don't know how old Nagi is. He still looks like a high schooler.
Right.
Is my point. So I could have gone without seeing his bum. Which,
Put that bum away.
I'm sure you know me. That's a weird statement coming from me for anybody to put their butt away.
True.
But yeah, when you're in high school, just put your butt away. Nobody needs to see that.
Face the facts. Put your butt away.
Put your butt away.
Oh.
Now, if there are people of age that are in anime and they're guys And actually, it doesn't matter if it's gonna be tastefully done butts, either gender. I'm all about it. Y'all can give me more of that.
You're all for them
I,
tasteful butts.
I'm for tasteful butts. Give me tasteful butts. There need to be more butts in anime. We'll put
I mean,
it that
there are a lot of butts in anime. Let's be
right,
real.
but also, but but also a lot of them are really not tastefully done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Um,
They're not
like
earned butts.
we did that High School of the Dead episode, and we can tell you there's a lot of not earned butts in there. I mean, it's mostly panty shots, but still, like, I saw way more butts than I think should have been in that. But what can you do?
What can you do?
Um, I need adult butts, anime people.
Well, we need more animes about adults, which
That's
good
not
luck with that.
I'm gonna go cry now. I'm too old.
Yeah. We're both
Let's
too
just
old.
agree with that.
We're both old.
Oh my god. Now I'm even more tired from my adult job.
You're the one that said it.
Freaking old person, and all I want is anime butts that aren't Naegi. Sorry, Naegi. You're adorable when you grow up.
Monokuma butt.
I mean, Monokuma always has out, so
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, so we've seen Naegi butt and we've seen Komaeda butt,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't want to see either of the butts.
No, this is the no butt zone.
No, that's a lie.
The rare occasion.
I don't want either of their butts. Actually, you know what? I'll take Naegi butt over I'll take Komaeda butt because Komaeda is the worst.
Is there just like a rule in Danganronpa if you voice two characters, those characters have to show butt?
But maybe because both in Japanese and English.
Yep.
Nice. Now I'm just thinking of Pappenbroke butt, and I don't want to see Pappenbroke butt either. Ugh, he looks like a frat boy.
He looks like a 90s rocker.
Oh my god. He's the lost member of Smash Mouth. I love his voice, I really do, but okay, I won't say anymore.
Somebody once told him.
Somebody once told me.
Anyways.
The
Danganronpa anime. No, no.
I'm a non-functional human being. It's leading to some hilarity in this episode.
Yeah. 100%. There is something we should mention, and that is the episode 13 differences.
Yes, we should talk about that.
So the Blu-ray comes with the a director's cut of the last episode, which I decided to watch side by side with like the original airing in 2013 and the director's cut. It's like, okay, well, what's different about these two? Is it like, just like added scenes? Is it just a little bit different? Well,
what makes a director?
What makes a director? What is a director?
Not that. What makes it a director? Not what is a director. I know what a dang director is.
What is a director?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more. So, the director's cut is like 38 minutes long, which is a little bit longer than your standard 24 minute episode runtime for an anime. So that's a bit of a difference there automatically right off the bat. So you're like, what's going to make up those extra 14 minutes? And apparently a lot.
Yep.
Like that last episode in the original airing was just basically like, here's Junko. She's telling you what happened. Naegi's going to basically like, hey, don't do this. Don't do this. Hope, 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 hope. He's going to hope, 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 hope at you.
Hope, 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 hope,
Yes.
hope train.
And then that's basically the episode. The director's cut basically kind of fills in a lot of the gaps in between. It's like, well, Junko's going to explain more about like what happened, like how she took over the school, how everything outside is basically really crappy, and also there's a lot more just like in between banter between Junko and everyone else Not just it, like the original episode, the non-director's cut is basically just like Juko versus Naegi and everyone else is bit players. The director's cut kind of like basically puts everyone back into that to where they all kind of have their own say into what's happening and what's going on, and compared
Which
to
is
like
more how it was in the game.
exactly 100%. And that's definitely something that's very much lacking in that original airing of the anime. And like there's a lot more like back and forth between Naegi and each different person when like he has to like kind of like bring them out and try and shoot hope at them, literally.
I appreciate that.
So because like the anime, the original version was basically just like, hey, wouldn't it be bad if we fell into despair? Hope. All right, cool. Next. And then this, like, he's like, okay, but you remember when you were talking about this, and this is your backstory, and you know how you don't want to be like this, you don't want to fall into despair. What if we went, with some hope? Maybe let's talk this out a little bit. All right, let's talk this out. Okay, we're good. Next.
Hope bullets.
Hope bullets.
I'm glad though that the director's cut follows more of the game style. I'm kind of bummed that the original version was not like that, but
which they probably just didn't. Obviously, they didn't have time. They didn't have like the permissions to air like an hour-long episode, and it's a good thing like they just included that and like made like a director's cut of that episode, because it is so much better done with like that extra time and like all the extra scenes and everything. It's very good.
I believe it. I'm gonna have to go watch that because I don't actually remember what I felt when I watched the final episode, but I feel like I would appreciate it much more because
which you probably saw the director's cut anyways, because I think that's
probably.
Like anywhere the dub is, like that's basically the episode you're seeing.
Oh, rad. So then I probably saw it anyway.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it not just being Naegi.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how it is. I mean, it's not just Naegi doing this. Yes, Naegi is like the catalyst, but he's not the only survivor.
That'd be like if they did like a final episode of DR2. It was like, oh, it's just Hinata. He's the only one doing anything. No one else matters. And I'd be like, no. 100% not correct.
No, I don't know. We're never getting a 2 anime, but
which is a real bummer, because if you remember the post-credit scene of 2 or of the final episode of DR1 is Monami coming out and be like, "See you soon."
Yep.
And it's like, nope, just kidding. That's not gonna happen.
Honestly, all I want out of life is more Chiaki.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I want is more Chiaki. I don't care, like, if it's... They could probably do an anime of Chiaki just, like, going through and playing different video games. I'd be like, yeah, this is the best anime I've ever watched.
What if they just made it a series of Chiaki just sitting
like
down,
a slice of life Chiaki?
Yeah, it was like Chiaki, but like also she just has her own gaming talk show.
Oh my god, I'd
and
watch.
Just like, here's my favorite game of the week. Let's play it. I'm gonna do some commentary over it.
Oh my god, Chiaki as streamer anime.
It would be so good.
It would. Actually, what would be really, really funny though is that she admits that the type of game she's worse at is like Otome dating games and stuff. I just want her to play those and do poorly at them and make commentary.
Like, make that a non-canon thing, and then just like have characters from like the games just show up randomly as guests. I
would watch that.
It would be so good.
Can you imagine if you had like Nekomaru like coaching her
at one point,
and she's like, stop.
Nekomaru just brings in all his favorite sports games.
It's my god.
You have to get good at these.
Press the A button harder.
We're going online with these. We're going for number 1 in the world. No. Nekomaru as like he tries to teach her esports.
He's her esports coach.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, he's the best manager at doing anything, so
He is
obviously
the best manager at anything.
esports.
Yes, I am all about this. I want to watch an anime now where Nekomaru is her esports manager.
God.
Please. That's all I want out of life is more Chiaki.
What esports would Chiaki indulge herself in?
I mean, oh, that's a tough question.
Because you got your MOBAs, you got your like your shooters, like your CS:GO, your Overwatch, fighting games.
Well, we know she's good at fighting games.
Yeah, so there'd be one.
Yeah, so we know she would do fighting games.
Which fighting game though?
Ooh.
Is she a Street Fighter player? Is she a Tekken player? Is she a NetherRealms games player? Is she a Smash player? Smash isn't a fighting game. Let's be real.
You're gonna offend everybody, and they're gonna have to hit us up on our Twitter and talk about how offended they are.
At me. Smash isn't a fighting game. It's a bad game.
Oh no, you didn't just call it a bad game.
I don't like Smash. A, because the only one I played is the 3DS version. It's not a good version.
Oh.
And B, just like, I don't know, that game doesn't seem that fun.
Everybody twist at Jared and tell him how wrong he is.
Fight me. I'll tell you all you're wrong.
Because Smash is amazing.
Go play a real fighting game.
I think she'd play Street Fighter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Partially because she seems to be about like nostalgic games.
Can I headcanon that Chiaki is a big SNK fan? Like she likes all the old SNK fighting games? Because I like all the old SNK fighting games.
I mean, Chiaki maining like Terry Bogard is like the greatest idea in the entire world.
Yes.
So she'll just
That's all I wanted to hear.
In random everyday life, she's like, "Are you okay?" And somebody like wants to answer. No.
She does it like Hajime all the time, and he's like, yeah, and then she just punches him in the face and goes, "Buster Wolf."
I mean, she did do the Double Dragon 2 thing, so
She did.
It fits her character. This is all I'm asking for, guys. More Chiaki, because you broke my heart last time you put her in anything.
It's a true story. We don't talk about that episode.
We don't. It doesn't exist.
100% we do not talk about that episode.
No, we don't.
What episode?
I don't know. So I guess one thing that I do want to say back on the topic of the actual Danganronpa anime is that I actually really like Byakuya much better in the anime than I do in the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's because of the humor elements and because he seems less of an insufferable asshat or face, if you will.
Face.
I like him way more than I do in the game. So the anime actually made me like him somewhat, whereas I came out of the game thinking that he was a terrible human being.
That is 100% fair, I believe.
Yeah.
And just kind of shows like the way the characterization of the anime, especially the dub, kind of can help players, help characters specifically. Because because Togami, his whole characterization is he's a jerk. He's a rich guy. He's a jerk.
Yeah.
And doesn't really care about anyone else. But in parts in this, like he kind of just comes off like sassy at times, which definitely helps that character in ways.
Anytime you add characters with sass, I'm like, yeah, I'm all about it. But he comes off as sassy, but he also doesn't come across as much of just like I said, insufferable.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
There's just nothing likable about him, even after he has like his so-called redemption arc. He's still a butthead.
Which I think they try to kind of steer that ship a little bit in like the subsequent games. Like in 2, he's kind of less like that, and I think also in another episode, like he's not as bad as he is in that first game, and then also in 3 as well, which we talked about before. But yeah, they definitely kind of try and steer that ship away from being insufferable, like he is in that first game.
So that made it a little bit easier for me to, because there's really in the anime not a character that I dislike.
Right.
Um, Whereas in the game, I couldn't stand him. I could not stand him.
That's fair.
So, and I mean, Junko sucked, but I was also like, I wasn't hating her until Danganronpa 3.
Right.
And now I hate Junko.
Even, if she Kamakura yes queens at you.
Kamakura, yes, queen!
Still very good. Still very good.
See, I could voice Junko.
You could.
Call me up, guys. I'll voice act.
God. There's years from now that line is gonna not be relevant because the meme's gonna not matter anymore. But that line's still gonna be good. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
I don't care if that meme's not relevant. It'd still be very good.
I completely agree with you. It could be when I'm 95 years old and somebody could look at me and say Kamakura, yes, queen. I'll just be, that's funny. So it made its lasting impact on me.
It did. God. Oh man.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. Nah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm like 90% asleep right now, so
That is completely fair. Like I didn't want this episode to be super long, especially just how sleepy you've been all week.
sleepy.
Old sleepy owl over here.
I'm the sleepiest of owls. Actually, that's a lie. There's probably some owl in Alabama who is like
No.
90 years old and very, very sleepy.
Nope. Don't believe it.
He runs a car repair shop, and he's.
Is it bad that I was also kind of leaning in that direction?
It's because I texted you before about Al who runs a car shop in Alabama.
God.
It's my headcanon of the fact that my name is Al, and there's some Al out there who runs a used car like fixer place, and he's just tired. He's been changing wheels and oils and whatever else.
Wheels and oils.
Whatever you got to change in cars.
Everything.
Timing belts.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I know it is. Isn't a regulator a thing? He used to change spark plugs.
Yeah.
So Al's had a hard day.
He's gonna freak out about a rear view camera.
Yeah, well, maybe he won't suck like the guys in my car dealership.
It's a deep cut.
Oh, snap.
But I think basically what we want to talk about with this show is like, I
just choked.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Anyway, go ahead.
Like we didn't really need to go over the story at all because we've talked about the story in the retrospective ad nauseum. And basically we just kind of want to talk about the dub, and we've kind of talked about the dub, so.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to talk about
mechanics named Al.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about the differences in the anime and the game and the dub, and pretty much try and give it a redemption arc and say it's not as bad as people think it is.
It's not. You should totally watch it. Don't be a jerk like me and be like, oh man, that anime wasn't great. You shouldn't watch the dub. Because A, you're wrong. B, don't be a sub greater than dub guy, because that's just not fun. You just make yourself sound like an elitist turd.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not necessarily true. I mean, back in the 90s, it's pretty accurate that a lot of dubs were kind of terrible. But dub
Unless you're talking to
quality,
my nostalgia.
right? Or like, I'm sorry, but if I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh, Joey has to have a Brooklyn accent, or everything's wrong. But I mean, dubs have gotten really, really high quality, and I feel like they get such an unfair,
rap.
yes, reputation. And And I don't understand if it's just still those people hanging on that are like old anime fans, or if
Pretty much.
okay. Because it's consistent that there's always this hatred towards dubs, and they can be very, very good.
My precious
And
anime.
oftentimes, because you understand the language, you'll get a lot more nuance than you wouldn't get from the subs.
Correct.
And I feel like this is kind of the case. I mean, I know that we mentioned several times that there's more humor injected into it, which I will stand by the fact that that is extremely necessary in this style of media because it's so dark otherwise, and it
Right.
gets to be too much. And so, not only are you getting a lot more nuance in the characters, but you're also getting a bit of a different script that's more accurate towards the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, stop hating on dubs, guys. Fight me. Um, because they're really not bad anymore. And actually, a lot of them are quite good.
100%.
And that's my defense of dubs.
Don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk.
Anime. It's bad.
Anime. I mean,
I run an anime site. I can say it's bad. And
Okay.
I'm legally required to say it's bad, actually.
probably. I don't know. Is there like an equivalent of capital G gamers for anime fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I don't know
called
if
people who have anime avatars who are also like who thought Gamergate was a cool thing.
Oh God. Ugh.
But yeah, basically that type of people they're out there.
Oh, I believe it. I just didn't know
Yeah.
if they had a name.
I don't know. Capital A anime fans.
Because I feel like saying weeb is offensive.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
say it like as a joke against myself, but I can't. I don't feel comfortable calling other people that as a derogatory.
Yeah, like I just I'm a weird person. Like I just don't like that term in general.
No, I don't either. Except for when I'm making fun of myself, in which case it's fine. Like I call my Vita my weed machine because it's funny.
Yeah. Those darn Japanophiles. I don't know. I feel like there's another word for like anime fan that I'm completely forgetting. It's not weeb.
Nah. I mean, a lot of them will joke that they're otaku, and I'm like, oh,
That's the one which.
You don't want to claim that because Japan doesn't even like otaku.
There you go. That's the word you would use.
All right, there we go. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy or gal. I don't know. We're not going to
Gal.
discriminate against gender here.
We're not. It
Don't
can
be that
come
person.
in any form.
Yeah, totally can.
So, I mean, honestly, sometimes it's worth just giving a media that you don't think that you're going to like the dub a shot on it and see if you like it, because like Jared found out, sometimes
Hello.
it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah, give it an episode.
Give it
If you
an
don't-
episode.
If you don't like it, then you can move on and watch the subs.
Good life advice.
Good life advice. Give it an episode
Yay,
for everything.
I helped. Yay me.
That's going to do it for this episode.
Yeah, well, 25.
25 episodes of the Sleepy Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA.
Is the whole thing sleepy or is it just me?
Everything's sleepy.
All the sleepies.
This show is going to put you to sleep.
Oh, that's depressing. We're not that boring.
No, we're not. Unlike those other shows out there,
Yeah.
which we're not going to name because I'm not really saying any other shows. I'm just... It's a joke.
Oh my god.
For more information, check out seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool for past episodes and much, much more.
Whoop.
Which you should go listen to every single one of our episodes. Literally, start at 1, get to this one, or you can start at this one and then loop back around to 1 and get up to 24, and then you can listen to this episode again, and then just keep doing the cycle repeatedly.
Or just keep listening to the new ones that we put out.
Or you can do that and just listen to the other ones in your off time. Or
Yeah.
if you're at work and you want something to listen to, go through that back catalog. There's 24 great episodes in there.
And if you like Danganronpa, there are several Danganronpa episodes.
There are. 100%. There are.
Um,
And
go ahead.
and
And
I was gonna say you can find other stuff on the website as well, like writings and reviews, columns, and all that fun stuff.
good call.
Good call. You can follow Ann Ladyem at annladyem.com.
You can.
She
There's
writes
some
stuff
I do. I haven't in a while, but
because you don't have time.
I don't have time. But the past couple months, I wrote a lot of stuff. So if you haven't yet read like the Persona 5 piece or the Persona 5 and Takamaki piece or the ukulele and nostalgia piece or the JoJo and progressivism piece, then I'd appreciate it if you'd read them because I worked hard on them.
They are all very, 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 very good, and you should definitely read them.
Thank you.
Highly, highly recommended. There's a ukulele review. I need to send you. It's a video review.
Please do.
Also, I did a JoJo post when you talked about JoJo, in case you're wondering.
JoJo!
Welcome to the season 5 opening.
I'm so upset that the JoJo wall scroll is downstairs and I can't get it because I have work.
Break
like a real
into
freaking
your
adult.
office.
Oh, it hurts.
So rude.
I know. I just
Rude
want
boys
to
down there. Follow us on Twitter at Anime Checkup, where you can find out about JoJo wall scrolls. Actually, you can't. But there's a big announcement. It's a really big and dumb announcement.
It is big and dumb. But you can also yell at Jared for thinking that Smash is not a good game
Yeah,
or
you can.
a good fight game.
It's not the first time I've insulted Smash players, so
I'll back you up on that one because I like Smash.
Sunday. More information about the very big and dumb tournament is going to be on the Twitter at twitter.com/animecheckup. The brackets for the video game cross anime manga tournament, which I have found 32 of the best video game and 32 of the best anime/manga characters and put them into Mugen. And we're going to find out through intense and 100% scientific results and qualifications and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the best character in video games and anime and manga, and then see who's the best out of all those mediums.
Let's do it.
You know, those characters totally have 100% great AI, and none of them are completely broken or anything, so this will go completely fair and balanced.
Oh my God. It's about as fair and balanced as Fox News. Political jokes. Nope.
God. So, starting Monday, group stage matches will go up 2 a day, and they'll be live on Twitter. You'll be able to watch the videos of those fights on twitter.com/animecheckup and be able to follow along on the link that I post on Sunday. So, look forward to that dumb thing, because it's very dumb. And I'm just excited to have something dumb to do on the Twitter.
Y'all can also tweet at us and encourage me at my big girl job.
Yeah, do that too.
Because I lack sleep.
Give Al all the encouragement.
All the time.
Let her sleep. Let Al sleep. Let Al sleep. Next week, something, I don't know.
I have no idea. I might sleep through the whole episode.
That's true. I'll just be talking to myself and be like, do you have an opinion on this? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
What will happen is Maxwell will just come and chomp on the microphone, and that'll be the podcast.
I mean, I've always wanted to do an episode with Max, so.
I know you have. You've legitimately said multiple times you want me to let Maxwell speak.
Yeah. I want all the cats on the podcast.
Because every once in a while he has opinions on our conversations about anime, manga, and video games, and you can sometimes hear him in the background expressing those opinions, but I don't put him directly on the microphone.
Because she's very rude.
I am. I'm a terrible mother.
No, that's incorrect. Best cat mom out of all cat moms.
That's so nice. I love my cats.
They're very good cats.
Are y'all good? One of them's upside down right now, so that's good.
So next week we're just going to talk about cats, clearly.
Yeah.
The musical.
Oh, no.
Or something, I don't know. we'll figure that out, and then yeah, you'll hear us talk about something fun, probably.
You'll find out when we do.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly how it'll go. So
Awesome.
yeah, like, comment,
Thanks for
subscribe.
listening.
Are you still listening? Is that what you just said?
No, I said thanks for listening.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week.
Give us party balloons.